Hello everyone and welcome back to the 21st episode in the hardcore world. Today we are going to be doing something very special. The city has been lacking in a lot of, because we've been doing other projects such as the castle. So today we're going to be working on the city and filling up this entire area here, which doesn't look that big, but when you're trying to fill it with decent looking houses, for someone like me who is pretty bad at building in this style, which I really like, it's going to take a while, but yeah, so the plan is, the first thing we're going to do is build out the dock, which will come here, probably come out there, go in here like a bit of a square, and there will be little sub-docks on that where I've got a ship design I want to use here, and then I'll just make up all the rest of the ship designs, and hopefully it'll look pretty cool with some nice housings as well for all the fishermen. And yeah, so let's get the sort of base where the docks can go out of the way really quickly so that we can get into doing some fun building. Alright, the docks are done. We've got the little intervalled ones and the secondary dock here, which I think, with my planning, I'm going to have it house one big ship, and then the rest will belong to still big but smaller ships, and then we'll have a mini dock at the fishing village, which will belong to little fishing boats. But yeah, so that's a great start. I'll probably build the boats last thing of the day, so right now it's time to get building these houses. Let's put in these houses in one big time lapse, because I think that'll be fun. Okay, so the first part of the city expansion is kind of complete. We've got the dock area here. I'm liking the way it feels with all these buildings, as I showed before, and the little workshop, the fish butcher. There's got to be a word for that, like monger or something, but here we have the little workshop, the fireplace, Heart of the Sea, which I thought would be cool to include. I've got two of those now. I found that one when I was searching for beetroot, and somehow I had to fly 5,000 blocks to find beetroot. I did a whole circle around this entire area, about 1,000 blocks out, until finally the village over that way actually had some, so I kind of just wasted my time. Let's go build this ship design. Okay, so the sailing ship is done, the big one. So yeah, it's pretty big compared to a lot of stuff, and of course it's from this angle that it's viewed, and just nice sideways along the city. And in the back there we'll have the sailing club, where I'll probably have like a tower that goes a little bit high so we can see it over the top. Okay, so I think next up I'm going to actually terraform the area here before we build up the ships and connect this all the way to the ground and add the mud underneath. So let's do that, and probably add the ships in the same time lapse. Then I'll decorate the area with some greeneries and coral and dead coral on here that looks like barnacles. So let's go. Alright, so we made some good progress here. So I dug all of this area out, quite deep compared to the sea level, and I bring the entire dock all the way down to the ground, so all the way through there as well. And now I started placing the mud down, so it looks pretty nice, just basic terraforming stuff, nothing special. Looks a bit funny under here. Whoa, that's weird. Alright, so the decoration of the dock is done. We've got the nice little bits of greenery in some patches, and the dead corals, which look nice, like little barnacles here and there, some over there, and it just creates a nice feel throughout the whole area of some hidden greenery as you walk along the edges, and quite a lot around here because this is no docks here, so it'll be a lot less well kept. So, the two small ships are finished, and I did sort of some decorations. I also completed the hull of this ship. I don't know if it's called the hull, but the underside of the ship. So just pretty basic and simple, because it just adds a bit of depth when you're looking at it from above. And yeah, so I'm really liking the way the mud looks now, and it's 100% way better than just this horrible dirt that you see at the top, and it actually gives room for our ships, because really to build the underside there isn't any room with just a dirt layer there. So you can really see the contrast with really bright brightness on, and then it looks even nicer when you go to the lower brightness. I also haven't decorated the deck yet, but I decorated the little king's interior, and I think I like it on higher brightness, it just looks happier. Well, this would be the sailor's space, maybe the king's chambers, but I doubt the king would be a very good sailor if he's sitting in the castle all day, just, but yeah, just a nice little space. We've got a map of the plainest ocean ever. Just looks like a vibrant blue panel, really, but maybe I'll have to get an island in there. Some paintings, maybe like a prized coral, some cups, I guess. All sorts of just random things. Cartography table makes sense, bookshelves, little bed over here. So I like that. And because it's such a big ship, I'd imagine there'd be underneath here there'd be a bunch of little bunk beds and hammocks. I saw an old ship, a recreation of an old ship once, and they have an area down below where it's all really tight and horrible, but that's where all the crew members sleep, so I assume that's what most ships are like. I have to do some more research, but we've got these two nice small ships here. A bit funny because it's hard to build such a small scale and get nice shapes. I really tried with this sort of shape here, and I think it turned out as a pretty nice curve. Oops. The sails are a bit funny looking because, once again, but I like it, nice and small. Nice and decorated too, just a little bit. And this one at least would be a sort of 1 day, no night voyage. There's not a bed, so that's what that's for, more just a fishing boat. And I thought this ship could be more of a merchant ship, so there's a bed there, and I really like this shape as well. And I did it without the sails, because maybe it's just waiting for some things to be put on it. And let's get up here for a better view. Yeah, I think that's nice. I tried to make the sort of ropes you see on some ships coming down. It looks quite nice. It looked way too empty without it, so I prefer it with some levers connecting it. Little ladder going up the side. I thought it'd be funny to have a lifesaver raft there, and little bed here, so the rest of the crew will have to sleep on the floor, I guess. And just some storages, so some kelp and barrels and random corals. The dock is looking very good at the moment, and I'm probably going to be done with the city for today, and I want to start working on the area over here, which is looking quite bad in comparison, with some pretty destroyed terrain. But yeah, so over here, as I've said since the very early episodes, I want to have a fishing village, so kind of bordering up against the dock here. There's a small little village that will be almost connected to these docks, and it'll be outside the city, but we'll have like connections through. There'll be a path that'll go into here. And we'll have a few smaller houses, probably 5 to 10, and similar to those but smaller. And we'll also have some small docks out here as well. There's some small one-masted ships, probably a bit smaller than that, just very small, and we'll probably only have one little sail on them because it's hard to get detail with such small builds. So first step's going to be terraforming this whole area, making it fit in with this dock, and bring down this land here as well, and connecting it to here, to the forest. So let's do that. Okay, so the plan is, I'm actually going to end the video here because the new update of the new mobs and the new wood is coming out, or already has come out actually, and yeah, I want to use that wood type for the build here. I just want to experiment with it, but I need my mods to update first before I want to update the world, so we're going to wait until that happens to build the fishing village. But we made a huge amount of progress today. We got the fishing docks, which I think I set these up off camera actually. So I just put some course and some nice paths and some little docks here. And of course we got our 2 smaller boats and our 1 large boat. And I really love this view. I like the 2 boats together and our docks. It's pretty cool. This building isn't perfect, this orange one, so maybe I'll fiddle with that to make it a bit nicer. But overall, a great addition to our city. So now we've got the docks done, and I'll see you in the next episode where it's day 1169, and I'm going to be working probably on the Great Lake, but either that or the fishing village if my mods update. So yeah, I'll see you in the next episode.